Welcome back, travel bugs! Today's our day 10 of our Ring Road adventure, and we're making our way from the peaceful town of Breiðdalsvík to Hofn, with a few scenic and charming stops along the southeastern coast. This is when we get to the more touristy part of Iceland, so buckle up. We had a slow morning leaving Breiðdalsvík, and we have about a 2-hour drive ahead of us to get to Hofn.
So this is our hotel. We're leaving. It was really nice. Really recommend to stay here.
This is the general store here. It's like one of 3 places to eat in town. Our hotel was another.
And that's it. Look at that in the background.
Look at that in the foreground. Foreground's the right word. Wow.
Are we on the one? Sorry.
No, not yet, but it's taking you to the one.
Oh, the water's so pretty. The snow is following us.
This area in the East Fjords is thought to be around 12 million years old, which is actually pretty cool. So this is probably not a very traveled road, because you'd have to be in Breiðdalsvík to go here, and then to head back to the south. We're crossing a little bridge of some sorts, and it's just so beautiful. Look at that, the sun. So this stretch from Breiðdalsvík to Djupivogur is actually going to be one of the quietest drives you'll have, especially if you're only going to the south of Iceland. It's a camper van. Hi, camper van. The direction of Djupivogur is the next town. We're only a few minutes out from where we were staying, but look at how soon the weather changed. There's like almost no more snow. Well, I mean, over there is, but this section there's no more snow because maybe it melted already. That river's still frozen. Wow, incredible.
What a nice sight.
It's definitely prettier in the daytime. I mean,
yeah.
We're about to pass by the Cross Waterfall in 900 meters. There is a turnoff if we want to see it closer, but I don't know if we can because it's a private road. So the Cross Waterfall is not actually accessible to hike, but you can actually see it just right from the road, so you can just do a quick drive-by and admire its beauty. That's it. Oh, here's another waterfall. You can see the sheep grazing. Just crazy. Just all the snow-capped mountains in the back. Wow. So after passing the Cross Waterfall, we decided to maybe try hiking the Nýkjörhilsfoss waterfall. So this is a 2-tiered waterfall that is about a 1 kilometer round trip from the parking area. We read that it's about 10 to 15 minutes to reach the waterfall after you park, and it's rated as an easy to moderate scale. We decided that maybe this was something that wouldn't take too much time, but could be a good resting break. From the Cross Waterfall to Nýkjörhilsfoss waterfall, it's about 20 to 30 minute driving. This area between the 2 waterfalls actually reminded us a lot of Patagonia on the Chile side, and it was absolutely gorgeous. Which I've said way too much in all of my Iceland videos because Iceland is just absolutely gorgeous. So actually in this area, you can do quite a few number of small waterfall hikes if you have the time. I actually listed them here if you wanted to check some of those out, and it's a great way to stretch your legs and kind of do something that not a lot of tourists do. Unfortunately, we didn't have time for this, and we started the day late and the weather wasn't really in our favor, but check it out if you are going during the summer or maybe early fall when it's not raining yet too much. Just gorgeous. Look at that. It's just, you can see the contrast of snow and just rock. Wow. Incredible. And just ocean. It's one of the calmer, like, 4 sea level fjords that we've, like, passed through. So you would make a right here in 600 meters, where that sign is. It's also like a campground here, so. Wow.
Yeah, it's here. Oh,
So you have to go
No.
out, up and
no,
down.
no, we're not going. No, just keep going.
Right.
Yeah, no way. So this would be the hike, but it's.
Put a park there.
Oh, yeah, but then it'd be a hike up, yeah?
I go.
So I think you cross that bridge and then you go up
Yeah.
to see the waterfall. So it's okay.
Oh no, a car's coming down. Oh, shit.
Yeah. So we're good.
Right.
Yeah, it looks a little too rough.
Still, this view is beautiful.
And this was the last few minutes as we head into Djupivogur. So we did see a few cars that were coming the opposite direction of us, but we seldom saw any car headed in the direction that we were. So most people do the ring road counterclockwise. So if you wanted to kind of have a little bit more privacy and less people on the road, probably going clockwise is something that you might want to consider, depending on the weather when you go, obviously.
Okay, we're here at Djupivogur.
Oh, did we take the gravel road into the town?
I guess so.
Oh, alright. Google Maps again taking us through
In
the gravel
400
road.
meters, you will arrive at your destination.
We might not be in the town, that's why. I think the town is to the back. We're gonna go to a unique souvenir shop after.
Since we weren't able to do the waterfall hikes, when we got to Djupivogur, we wanted to actually check out the lighthouse in town. This was our first orange lighthouse to check out, and unfortunately, due to some construction, we weren't able to find out where to park easily without walking a lot. So the people that we had saw, I think, were walking towards the lighthouse, but since we were a little bit stretched for time, we weren't able to actually figure out how to get there.
Okay, so this is the view from the Hotel Framtíð. They have a full restaurant you can go. That looks pretty good. Oh wow, it's a pretty view. Pretty windy. Wow, gorgeous. Like this red car, this red Jeep, cute. We're at the stone garden that sells unique handmade goods. It's open. I don't know, is it this or is it that? This looks like a, oh, maybe it's this. Okay. Oh yeah, this is it. So we're walking in. Let's see what they have. Okay, they have like a collection of rocks and crystals. Oh, and necklaces. Maybe like lava.
Look, I got my thingy here.
Wow. That one's cute, actually. How much did you pay for yours? 16. Oh, wow. Almost 7, right? You can get a magnet here. Oh, these are the horoscope signs.
Do you know which one's yours?
Rock crystals. I'm a Taurus, so I think it's...
Yeah, that looks like you.
So they just have rocks and crystals and pretty cool. Pretty cool. They have a sign book. Oh. Borussia Dortmund. What a unique looking place. Okay. You turned a hobby into a business. Very nice.
Yeah.
Very nice little business,
For
yeah.
me, this business is never ever pushing out people.
We passed the town of Djupivogur, and we are going to Hofn. We're about an hour and 10 minutes out. By this eclectic store of unique souvenir goods, stonecrafts, and I got this necklace for 45 bucks.
Can you tell us more about
So the material, it's from rocks collected around Djupivogur and other areas, but most of them that he works with are collected around town. And it takes him a few weeks to, I think, polish and cut the stone and sand it.
Yeah.
So he makes different items out of it. So So this is a necklace. It was about 45 US dollars, 6,000 krona. We recommend stopping by.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
So in between Djupivogur and Hofn was actually another orange lighthouse that we stopped by. This was a quick 5-minute stop and we wanted to stay for a little bit longer, but it was so windy that we couldn't even stand there without getting blown away. So this is super pretty and it offers a beautiful view of the mountains if you look with your back facing from the water. So as we leave the lighthouse and go to Hofn, we have a 45-minute drive left. So it's incredible because as you enter this area, you can see that the landscape has a lot less snow than even just 30 to 45 minutes ago. This area kind of deems officially the more touristy part of Iceland. So get ready for more expensive prices, a lot more options though, and a lot more tourists along with it. The way the sun peeks through the clouds just makes it absolutely magical on the water with the backdrop of the dark rock mountains. So coming from this direction, you can kind of see more clearly the reason that Vestrahorn and the area around it gets deemed Batman Mountain. You can see the kind of landscape edged markings that kind of look like a Batman in the distance.
So this is the town of Hofn. A lot more cars, you can tell already. We're gonna go to Pakus.
Then we're gonna go to our hotel.
Yeah, I'm a little worried about time though.
Yeah. You can tell this is the south coast.
Yeah. Oh, right there, it's Pakus. Probably right there where that black car is. Hey, we're right on the dock in Hofn. It's not as windy here, amazingly.
Not at all.
Not at all.
It's a beautiful climate.
Gorgeous. Wow. This is like another world compared to where we've been. So we're at Pakus. We're sitting at the window. There's squid. Amazing. Oh, there's different appetizers. Squid, scallops, an octopus.
Unfortunately, after a 10-minute wait, we feared that we would not be able to catch sunset at Vestrahorn. So sadly, we had to leave this beautiful restaurant.
I don't like this.
Oh wow, babe. Sunset looks amazing. Like on the mountain. Oh my god.
I've got a full video on Vestrahorn on the information of how to get here, what to expect, and how much things cost. So if you wanted to check that out, I've linked that video in the description below, as well as attached it with this video. It's absolutely amazing here. Okay, we're at East Fjords and we got fish and chips and the langoustine pizza, which is a mini lobster, which is
It's a lobster.
It's a
actually,
lobster,
but it's more
but it's
like
like
closer, more akin to
shrimp.
langoustine.
To shrimp.
Yeah.
And yeah, so this is the capital of langoustine here in Iceland.
Yeah.
And here's
Lucky you.
lucky me,
Lucky you.
lucky us. And here's the restaurant. And we're gonna eat. Cheers. A full moon tonight in Hofn. Hofn. Full moon today in Hofn. Wow, that's really cool. This is a big fishing ship, huh?
The Jona Edvald.
This is Pakus. So that was our day 10 in Iceland. We stopped by some of the southeast small towns, visited Vestrahorn, and took it a bit easy as our next few days are jam-packed in the South Coast and Golden Circle. If you like this video, make sure to like and subscribe and drop a comment if you have any thoughts or questions. Take care.